The learning process positions students to employ literacy, numeracy, scientific, and health-related understandings when constructing and utilising their sustainable garden. This approach fosters a culturally relevant approach to education as students learn holistically and cross-disciplinarily rather than about subjects in isolation. Bidialectal education, otherwise known as two-way education, positions students to develop their code switching as they learn from the national curriculum, the Western education system, while simultaneously reinforcing and learning about culture. The resources used throughout the unit of work exhibit this pedagogy through excursions with local Aboriginal elders and bushrangers, which reinforce students' understanding of culture and self. This also ensures that local culture, knowledge, and language is embedded in students' learning. Another strategy used throughout the learning task is explicit teaching, where educators facilitate an I do, we do, you do approach that promotes a gradual release of responsibility. This is especially relevant when educating students who speak English as an additional language or dialect, as they are overtly shown the rules and phonemic patterns that cannot be solely learned through context. Thus, throughout the project, the roles of the students and teachers change as they become more familiar with the learning task. This strategy is also culturally relevant to many Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students as it allows for role modelling and peer collaboration. It is even more beneficial for this strategy to be demonstrated to Indigenous people by Indigenous people, which is why the project has prioritised utilising valuable community members as resources throughout the learning process. The learning task involves a number of kinesthetic and interactive learning opportunities, such as the Learning Hook excursion and planning and building the sustainable garden. This teaching-learning strategy allows students to draw connections to place and culture and construct their own meanings to otherwise irrelevant or unfamiliar curriculum content. Further, the integration of authentic Aboriginal knowledges in the classroom, such as through community members, ensures relevant learning, especially in a small community where students are very likely to know these members. The preparation for this unit of work will involve the establishment of trusting relationships between the school and Aboriginal community members. In order to do this, educators must learn about and practice respect of local culture and values. Finding an Indigenous liaison person will assist in this preparation. Similarly, teachers need to work with other teachers and community members to learn about students' specific prior understandings, abilities, and potential limitations, such as poverty or trauma, that are likely to negatively implicate their learning. Other preparation may involve collecting recycled materials for the garden construction.